Hello students. In this video I'm going to show you how to work with your desktop and open up some applications and navigate between the applications and then close the application. So I'm going to start down here is my taskbar, and I have some items pinned here already. For example, if I want to get into Excel, I can double click here really quickly. Or if I wanted to get into PowerPoint, I could double click here and open up those programs. But if I don't see the program down on my taskbar, I need to go over to the eyeglass and I can type here, and then sometimes you might get a search bar down here. So I'm going to open up what is called Notepad. It's just a simple app that's in Windows, and I'll open it. And this is a tab. Okay. Let's open up another window or another program. I'm going to open up what is called Paint. Okay, and now it's expanded so I can't see my notepad anymore, but that's okay. I know it's there. And then let's open up a thing called WordPad. And this is a very simple word processing program, but it's not the same as Word. So don't be confused about that. So let's open up Word. Okay, now to see how many programs you have open, I can do a couple little things. I can click up here, and if you have Windows 11, you can click one of these icons in here and it will show you your desktop with all your applications. If you don't have Windows 11, an alternative is Windows Tab. And I'm going to do that. I'm holding down my Windows key. Okay, Windows Tab. And now I'm showing my desktop. Here's WordPad, Paint, Notepad. And in Windows 11, you also have the option of making different desktops. So you could have a work desktop with all your uh, work applications, or you could set up a new desktop and by clicking this plus here, and you could have maybe your home, or if you have a child, you could have your child have their own desktop and you have your desktop. So to click between these different items, okay, now see I can't see it. So if I minimize this, now I have this window here, this app, and I have this app. And so now if you grab at the very top of the window, you can move these around usually. So now, do you see how I have three programs here? Here's one. Whoops, I'll get this down a little bit. Here's WordPad. Here's my notepad. And back here, I have Paint. So those are the three right here that I have. And again, I can click on this little icon here. And if I get in here, click here, they'll show up on my screen like this. Here, I happen to minimize this one. This one, there we go. I can see it. So it does get a little bit confusing when you're going from one to another. To close them, you just click the X in the corner. And I'm going to show you something here. I can do two side-by-side windows by holding down my Windows key and using my right arrow key. That places this one over on this side. And I click in this app and window, and I hold down Windows and I click my left arrow key. It's stacking them differently than what I want them to. So let's try to get this one right here. There, now I'm side by side. So sometimes you can have Canvas open here and then be working on a document over here. Again, it gets a little confusing until you're just using them. You can move things around though by grabbing on that bar right here. and that's kind of helpful. And again, Windows tab shows you what you have open, and then you can click there, and it might be easier to navigate that way. You don't want to get too many programs open at once. Just usually like you'd be working with Canvas and another one, maybe Google. Let's go ahead and I'll show you. I'm going to open up Google from the taskbar. So here's my Google icon. Double click, and now I have that open. And if I do Windows tab, you can see that I now have Google, and I can go from Google to Word, Pad, Notepad, or Word or Excel or whatever I have open. Okay, and one last thing, if you want to have more than one Google window open, here's where you would get a lot of tabs open, and you want to kind of keep that minimized so you don't have tons of tabs open. And okay, so that's good. All right, I'm going to close the windows. I'm going to do Alt Tab, and then I'll close this window, close this window and app, close this window and app. And then I can go over to Google, and that's where I'll stop right now.